Good morning. What is trending per ground? Today we're going to be talking about a lot of exciting information because yesterday was on fire. What topics do we have on the menu today?
Well, we quite have a number of topics. Catherine Piri bitten on splitter point decision. We're going to talk about that, and after that we're also going to look at Zambia's government, the Zambian government's effort that they're making to ensure that Zambian citizens are back from Ukraine. After that, we're going to take a look at what's been trending. Yes, and Chwala ceremony has been trending, and just like any other ceremony, it's not a ceremony without any drama. Who was evicted? Who was chased away? Who is lying and who is telling the truth? And still on Chwala, we'll be talking about the decision not to eat anything at Chwala by the head of state.
Yeah, and I think we forgot one very interesting topic with regards to Mutale versus Chomba Kaoma, because there has been some nuclear attacks via social media. So both camps, Mutale Mwanza's camp and Chomba Kaoma's camp, they are firing left and right atomic missiles at each other. So we are also going to be talking about that because Seer1 a few years ago in 2019, Seer1 did say some very shocking truths, or rather allegations against Chomba Kaoma. So this is what we are going to be deciphering today.
So quite a lot of interesting conversations.
Yeah, so right now, let's just get on down with business, and let me play the snippet from Seer1. This is actually some footage that was done by him, well, Seer1 in 2019, and this concerns Chomba Kaoma. So listen for yourselves.
Chomba Kaoma. He has been looking for my attention. Anytime I'm live, he will come here and comment a lot of things. He call me cheap magician. He call me this. He call me that. You know, I don't look for people's trouble, but when you look for my trouble, you find it. Chomba Kaoma, when I was in Zambia there, he came to me crying. By Twin Palm there, he came to me crying. See, my marriage is about to be destroyed. My marriage is about to be scattered. Chomba Kaoma. I said, what is wrong? He said that my penis is very small. Somebody whose penis you need to use a microscope before you are able to see his penis. Such a person is making noise when men are talking. A man that doesn't have a penis, his wife is only there in the marriage because he's able to buy flour and take to the wife where she's working. He's able to, the wife is just there because he's able to afford flour and afford shoe and afford clothes for her. Sex, there is nothing. He has been looking for my attention. Anytime I'm live, he will come here and comment a lot of things. He call me cheap magician. He call me this. He call me that. You know, I don't look for people's trouble, but when you look for my trouble, you find it. Chomba Kaoma, when I was in Zambia there, he came to me crying. By Twin Palm there, he came to me crying. See, my marriage is about to be destroyed. My marriage is about to be scattered. Chomba Kaoma. I said, what is wrong? He said that my penis is very small. Somebody whose penis you need to use a microscope before you are able to see his penis. Such a person is making noise when men are talking. A man that doesn't have a penis, his wife is only there in the marriage because he's able to buy flour and take to the wife where she's working. He's able to, the wife is just there because he's able to afford flour and afford shoe and afford clothes for her. Sex, there is nothing because there is no penis. He came to me, said, Papa, help me enlarge my penis. And I refused to help him. Up to now, there is no penis there. Somebody like that can come and insult Seer1. When men are talking, Chomba Kaoma will come and talk. For what? I'm talking to men. I'm talking to guys. I'm not talking to somebody that you still need a microscope to if you want to see his penis, you need a microscope. Something small like a finger of a baby. That's what you want to come and talk when Seer1 is talking. You want to provoke me. And you know...
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Seer1 all the way back in 2019, talking about Chomba Kaoma. So my question to you is, who is Chomba Kaoma?
Well, Chomba Kaoma is a businessman that, had ties with the previous ruling party, which is the Patriotic Front. And he's also in the middle of the famous honeybee scandal as well. And, basically that he is a businessman slash politician, influencer maybe. So personally, that's the information that I have about Chomba Kaoma.
All right, to be honest with you, I have never heard of him. Anyhow, so talking about the beef between him and Mutale Mwanza, where is all this coming from? Do you have any insight, any intel? Spill the tea, brother.
Yeah, so my just some sources, some Lomo sources told me that he did make some comments about her when she deactivated her account, where everybody was speculating whether she's being suicidal, is it a stunt and whatnot, and those were nasty comments which provoked the M Nation, Mutale Mwanza, and he made some pretty nasty allegations that, for example, one of the things that he brought out was that Mutale Mwanza sleeps, at graves or in graves for money purposes. She performs rituals, kuma graveyards, so that she has the beauty and the money, etc. And after that, it was a volcanic eruption, tagging themselves on Facebook, going back and forth, anti-juju versus Honorable Penis. As Seer1.
I guess we're going. I guess we're going to have to censor that. But anyway, so this is what it is. To be honest, what do you think about this whole debacle, this whole beef situation? Like how? Because honestly, I feel like I'm reading some private issues and I'm feeling out of place.
First and foremost, I don't understand why Mutale Mwanza's friendships mostly end up like this. She was, close friends with Sarafina, aka Vakopala. We saw how that played out on social media, and they were close buddies with Chomba Kaoma, and it's just, it's ended in tears, and they've brought their dirty linen in public and on social media. Very, very ugly allegations coming up. Mutale Mwanza busy accusing the gentleman of being a fake millionaire, fake billionaire, accusing him of borrowing cars and, just asking for money and handouts so that he can support his, perceived luxurious lifestyle. And it's quite unfortunate because Chomba Kaoma's wife, a very beautiful wife by the way, used to work with Mutale Mwanza. So it's their friendship, they were close at some point.
Those are like really, really, close buddies, and they obviously know a thing or two about each other. So my other question to you is, this whole situation, do you think it's a good look? Do you think it's another publicity stunt? Because, the M Nation, Mutale Mwanza sitting at the helm of the M Nation is back. And of course, everybody has got something to talk about. So perhaps don't you think this is a way to lift their brands? Because, to be honest, Mutale Mwanza is one serial marketer. She knows how to market herself. She knows how to keep the crowd chanting and cheering for her. So do you think this is perhaps a publicity stunt whereby they were like sort of brainstorming saying...
I don't think it's a publicity stunt. It's real-time arguments and, things that were being brought out are quite very personal, affairs and
even
so
children.
Even children.
Yeah, and
so
that's
many.
one thing that really bothered me. I mean, come on, do not shoot or rather hit below the belt. Kids are totally out of bounds. Family, your significant others. If you have got a problem with somebody, just, go toe-to-toe with them. Do not involve other people who've got nothing to do with it. When these people were talking about children and other people, I really felt very bad about that, because now everybody's being brought in the limelight, which is absolutely unfortunate.
Yeah, and the first question that came into mind was, how does Mutale Mwanza keep her brand deals, because there's so much vulgar language on her Facebook page, of late between the two altercation, and, our brands, is that the publicity that the brands that she represents, is it what they're looking for, But one thing I like about Mutale Mwanza is that she knows how to spin things around and make them work to her advantage. So on her part, I think this won't really cause any damage to her. But on the gentleman's part, I think it's going to be
exactly. I mean, first of all, that really shows that you are a better male. Obviously, Mutale Mwanza is considered to be an alpha female, but personally, I do not really believe that there's such a thing as an alpha female. She could be an Amazonian, a strong character, type of female like that. Chomba Kaoma, just going back and forth with a woman like that really shows that you're weak, man. Just let her talk, let her do her thing. Do not pay her no mind,
And from the looks of things, he instigated the beef or the arguments, and it's been carrying on and on. So hopefully it's down. Last time I also checked, a third party did enter into the equation, pleading to Mutale Mwanza that they stop this back and forth, and it seems like she has heard his plea, and we're hoping it's the end of that situation.
Exactly, and Mutale Mwanza, I don't really think she's going to get affected. Her money inflow is really going to get affected because she built her brand based on controversy. She's been a very controversial character, and I really think that is her brand, being controversial. But of late, if you take a look at the brand deals that she has been mostly, sort of pushing out, these are probably, chilling places like bars, etc. So for them, it doesn't really matter. But of course, if you talk about those top-notch type of brand deals, I don't really think a lot of A1 type of companies would love to risk their brands with such a polarizing character, if I can put it that way. But anyway, I really know that Mutale Mwanza, she's always going to find her way, and she's going to sort of finesse her way and just make all that money,
Yeah, so just like you put it, so much to talk about right there. So I think that's last of that. We move on to the next topic.
Yeah, we move on to the next topic. So before we do, please let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is right between the two, Chomba Kaoma, Seer1, or rather amongst the three? I mean, because Seer1 is all of a sudden popping back into this particular conversation, but you know what it is. So let me know what you think about this whole situation, as far as Mutale Mwanza Chomba Kaoma brand deals and just basically behaving like adults. So moving on to the next topic, what do we have?
Well, the other thing that made the social media crazy this weekend is the boxing match, Catherine Perry losing to the Zimbabwean, and that set the internet ablaze.
On fire. First of all, I really hope Catherine Perry is absolutely in a better health state and mental condition and also physical condition, because she dem pumo shida bakamba shafumene kwati uli omwana kashi apokere nganga nane olo umuti kuri Seer1.
So it was crazy, but luckily, she did post on social media the next day that she is well, and she is, hoping for and training for a better comeback. So we should expect something, big and good next time she fights. Now, just reminding the naysayers, those that are laughing at Catherine Perry, at Badi Muma, Badi Mr. Disfigure, personally, I think it's an equal fight. It was an equal fight. Catherine Perry did also throw massive punches, and if you look at the other, her opponent as well, she was really disfigured, and that's why the score was a split point decision, meaning that it was very close. It was close, but yeah. So we also have to remember that she has had 22 fights, 17 wins, and 5 losses without a draw. Now that's something you have to put some respect on.
Yeah, by the way, how old is Catherine Perry?
30, turning 30 or 30.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and how old was the opponent?
Her opponent was 9-10 years younger.
Oh my goodness.
20s.
So if you look at the disparity, or rather the discrepancy with regards to the ages, I mean, like, this was obviously bound to happen. You've got a more aggressive, younger fighter. So, and one more thing that we need to talk about with regards to Catherine Perry is I really believe she doesn't really have that, oomph, that motivation to sort of just get hungry and just go out there and do a lot of damage. Because, I mean, she's basically done a whole lot. She's achieved a whole lot, and she's probably sitting pretty right now because she's got a very good job with, is it the ZAF?
Zambia Air Force?
Yeah, the Zambia Air Force. And, let's also talk about the grand entrance that she made. That was, that was stunting.
That was some UFC, cornered, money, Mayweather boxing stunts right there. That was bowling.
Yeah, that was definitely bowling to the core. But anyway, I am Zambian. We are Zambian. So definitely we are going to be holding down Catherine Perry the whole 9 yards. And we're just going to be there for her. So obviously every champion is bound to face a few losses. For example, Anthony Joshua also faced a few losses here and there. Tyson Fury, everybody. This is
my biggest loss was Wilder losing, as well, which was crazy. So it happens in the world of boxing.
It happens.
And by the way, congratulations to Zimbabwean boxer Chiwandire, who has been crowned the WBC interim super bantamweight champion, taking the title from Catherine Perry. But don't count Zambia out. We'll be back.
We will definitely be back, just like Mutale Mwanza. Man, that was good. All right, so what's the next topic?
Well, so we're going to look at just past a few comments on the Zambian government's efforts to get Zambian students and nationals back in the country, Zambia, from Ukraine, which is having some, confrontations with Russia here and there. It hasn't yet turned to a full blown out war, but it's a massive invasion being taken by the Russian military. We're not going to really get into the nitty-gritties of that situation. No. Our focus is the Zambian students.
The effort that the Zambian government did. I'm actually pretty impressed with how responsive and how swift our government were able to make moves and actually bring back our citizens from that danger zone, and just basically making those efforts to bring them back home safe and sound. So that is absolutely plausible, and I really, really love that. This is what a proactive government does. I do not need a reactive government. I want a proactive type of government. So this is absolutely something that needs to be applauded. So yeah, big shout out to the government. So
big shout out to the government. Big shout out to the staff at the Polish embassy, the embassy in Poland that has received most close, if not to all, Zambian students and nationals that were stranded in Ukraine.
Exactly, and I think Zambia is one of the first African nations to swiftly make such a bold move with regards to just mobilization and all that stuff. So I'm really proud of, being a Zambian at this particular moment, because we do understand that, we never leave our people out there. Whenever we know that our people are out there, we're definitely going to make strides to sort of bring them back to safety.
And I love how they took it, because a lot of people, were up in arms. Hey, our students, Zambian government is not doing anything. Kanshi in the background, they're listening to Shefi 187 until it's done, and it is being done, and it's still being done to get more people out of there. So a huge claps for the embassy staff as well as the Zambian government for making this effort in a time where we needed swift action. So leadership, now Bantu, that's what's happening right now. So a big congratulations. So now moving on from that to what was happening at the Nchwala ceremony, a huge, a huge, as well, it seems like we're just going to be clapping, it was massive. This year's Nchwala ceremony was massive.
Major. And this is one of the reasons why I really believe that now we are reaching the... Is it the turning point or the tipping point? Or okay, I'm just trying to sound too complicated. All I'm trying to say in simple English is Zambians are becoming very proud of their traditions. So people are basically rooting for. I don't know. I can't really talk today. People are rooting and just basically supporting their traditions. We're proud of our traditions, our customs, our culture. This is what we need. We need to be proud of being Zambian. It doesn't really matter what tribe you come from. We're all Zambians, and that was a big win. At Nchwala ceremony. So I was very happy that everybody was jovial. It was like a massive, big, major event. And, all over Lusaka, I saw a lot of people putting on the Ngoni traditional attire. Yeah. And I also saw cars, carrying the Ngoni, what do you call that, the shield. People were just like euphoric about this whole thing. So that was absolutely major. It was happening all the way in Eastern Province, but the people in Lusaka were absolutely having a blast. So to me, that really shows the dignity and the pride that we have towards our tradition. So big shout out to all the people supporting. And I really think, it wasn't just for the Ngoni people or the Eastern Province type of people. It was for everybody.
For Zambia. We are a multicultural nation. So we just have to love our different traditions that are in this country. So at the end of the day, a win for the Ngonis is a win for everybody. All Zambians. So speaking of, the massive event, something happened. In Zambia, it's not a day without you paying something or something happening. So Honorable Given Lubinda, acting president of the Patriotic Front party, was allegedly chased from the event, and he is accusing the president of the country, President Hakainde Hichilema, to have orchestrated his departure from Nchwala ceremony. So a lot of this and that being said, and so apparently the situation was that Honorable Given Lubinda was a VVIP, and he was seated in the VVIP section. Right. But when the president arrived, right, the president's entourage, but I'm soldiers, I'm shan, but swooping, checking, asked Mr. Given Lubinda to move from where he was seated, VVIP, to go to the ordinary section. So he wasn't chased from the event. He was just,
kindly asked big man. Okay, paso apana disha timo ova VVIP, but treva koka space, but tik timo aba mudi that section. So from there, all hell broke loose. I mean, to be honest, okay, I'm just being honest. I'm just being very honest. If I have been reserved as a VVIP, I would also feel some type of way if I get chased and put in some other section, because that wasn't really the agreement. So yeah, it is understandable, and it's something that shouldn't have been taken out of proportion, but how politicians work. And
that's something that I was actually thinking about. That made me remember an incident that happened during may he so rest in peace, our four founding fathers, former President Dr. Kenneth Kaunda's death. During his burial, there was the trending picture of HH seated at home back then when he was in opposition, because he didn't have an invitation to attend the funeral, even though he was the largest, opposition leader. So now that reminded me of that, and I'm like, ish, guys, honorable Koseni.
Honorable. So anyway, is Honorable Given Lubinda taking this out of proportion? Is he too emotional? Like Chomba Kaoma, please let us know in the comment section below. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, kindly share this video everywhere, because as you can see, we are on fire. We are on fire, and we definitely need your support. Another one. Ching ching. Mutale Mwanza bakamba. So if you okay, share your video. If you are able to hear my voice right now, kindly share this video in 5 different Facebook groups that you belong to. I know you guys belong to a whole lot of different Facebook groups. Please kindly do us a favor. Share this video right now. Hit the like button as well. Make sure you tag about 5 different people, because hey, Z Corner is here, and I'm sure now it's 9% coffee.
Muna and Siku just making sure that we are adding some social commentary to what's happening in the country and ensuring that you are updated and well informed.
Ora futhi entertainment kabiri zona
na
bakamba bavyaje bakamba ngachapuse mpunga bakamba tengera muri comedy kabiri amahaso ziminta pendo. But anyway, moving on
to our last story as well. Still on the issue of Unchwala ceremony. So quite a controversy at Dada big man upstairs, not Kumuruko event, but you know, State House plot 1, Varikano Kudia something.
Imichopo, Varikane Michopo.
Varikane Michopo Kunchwala. And you know how people react. People were
Michopo Kuno zone.
That's offensive zone. Akuriba chifure, you know. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. But this one thing I know is that he has a reputation of, you know, being selective. You know?
I mean, it's all right being selective. I'm also very selective. Actually, when growing up, they were telling me, Mona, not you cool. Actually, this is how we're brought up. And to be honest, you know, like the way things are going, man, you know, like be very careful with where you eat. Because you might never know. So, to be honest with me, according to my own personal understanding of how these things are, you know, especially when you are like a leader, you are a president of a very, you know, strong nation like Zambia, and there are people who are on the other camp who really want to take over your seat. I mean, I would be very, very, you know, selective with regards to what I consume in public, because that was a very perfect opportunity to do some stuff. I'm not trying to say that they were trying to do some stuff, but I'm just saying, hey, look, if you do it, you know, like if the big man didn't want to, like, you know,
and the question is, should it be an issue? Should it be an issue?
What if that day he wasn't really feeling very well? You know, he had stomach issues, or he woke up on the wrong side of the bed and he couldn't just, you know, eat or drink stuff. You know, so should we crucify him over that? I don't really think that is necessary. I think Zambians we're just too petty. We are petty Lubinda.
Too petty, and it's crazy because we always want to criticize the you know, president goes and meets the Pope. It's an issue. There's no way an SDA president would go and meet the Pope. Everything.
But do you think this is cheap politicking? Do you think this is how we have degraded? Like, we do not really have any intellectual sort of debates to raise, and this is how we are just able to, like, come up with our content and our opposition. Do you think?
I mean, politics have become, you know, a source of happiness because there's a lot of comedy happening.
Drama.
You know, there's a lot of drama, and some politicians are really hard to take serious because, you know, what they're just doing is making us laugh. So, but I think we are in a transition period. You know, right now, Tapade, I don't know. This is just my opinion. Don't come and castigate me. You know,
yeah, actually, Pazet corner, we've got a pass. Like us, Tapade thing, we've got a pass. We've got like a pass. Nobody can, you know, sort of counsel us, and we can get away with a lot of stuff because, you know, nobody takes us serious.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think we're transitioning. So, you know, the crop of politicians that are going to come up are going to be issue-based politicians because now these guys that are here, that are around right now after the, you know, 2021 elections are proving to be sort of comedians. You know, I wanted to use the other term, but I thought it would be too unfriendly.
Use it. Peer pressure, bakamba.
Peer pressure, you know. But you know, so a lot of, you know, the younger generations, us, you know, we're able to distinguish between or define propaganda and, you know, what's real. So the next group of leaders are going to be more issue based because now people have got information at their fingertips. You know, we're not buying that. So I think we're going to transition. This is, you know, this crop of leadership is going to fade away, and there's going to be a new crop of leadership that are going to be more issue-based and more serious with ensuring that we do add proper checks and balances to the ruling party and the government.
And also adding real value. That's where the key is. Anyhow, moving on to the next topic. Do we have anything else, or we have exhausted everything? Because I just wanted to remind the viewers out there that in March, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be having the Kuomboka ceremony. So I expect everybody to go to the western part of Zambia and just basically be there for the Lutunga.
And it's been a couple of years where we haven't had the Kuomboka ceremony, so it's going to be mad, fun. It's going to be a lot of people because a lot of people are excited. I mean, I think if you don't get it, you get it now.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. So I'm personally excited about it. My whole family is excited. So
And I think this could be a very great segue to look for, people who are going to be organizing the Kuomboka, because I really want to make it there because, I am a proud Lozi, and I'm a proud Zambian as well. So I would definitely love to represent and carry you guys with us. I mean, the Z Corner family. So if there are any lodges in Western Province or any companies out there that would love to work with us, in order for us to showcase what is going to be happening to the Kuomboka ceremony, just holla at your boys. Contact us. Our contacts are very easy to find. You can easily find us.
And it's easy. If you saw what happened in Eastern Province, lodges, business houses, business places were fully booked. So right now is the time to start marketing and advertising for your places, so that come Kuomboka ceremony, Modifia and Z Corner has the numbers, and we have the ability to make sure that we show the beauty of your business to attract more clients and for you to make more money.
So what else do we have on the menu?
On the menu, unfortunately, we're wrapping up.
I do not really want to go. Anyway, it's been good seeing your lovely faces. You guys are so awesome. You're looking so good, so pretty. I was going. I was going to say handsome, but no attention to the guys. Only the ladies. The ladies definitely do look good.
Handsome Martha. So.
Okay, yeah, but we, just regarding the ladies here. So, big shout out to all the ladies watching us right now. To all the guys, Punkamo, Achan Jaman.
Mango.
Yeah, so anyway, this is all we had for you today. I mean, it's been awesome. I really had a blast, man.
So catch Siku and Muna on the next episode right here on Z Corner. Now, remember, make sure you do add some views on our YouTube page as well. It is Z Corner. Catch us on Z Corner TV as well. Make sure that your comments are in our, below my comment section. If there's something that you didn't like, there's something that you liked. If I criticism,
as we've got thick skin, crocodile or skinny day, so you can, tell us what you don't like. Tell us what you don't like about us, and it's all good. It's all good.
And tell us what you would like to see more on Z Corner, because remember, we are doing this for you as well as ourselves, obviously, but we're doing this for you, for your entertainment, for you to get proper information, well informed. So make sure that you do let us know what you would like us to improve on, as well as what you would like to see more on Z Corner.
So without further ado, talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye.